It's a great day in the life of several people who are sitting here, starting with my distinguished, beloved colleague, Dr. Somnath, Chairman ISRO, Dr. Unnikrishnan Nair, Dr. Rajarajan, and several of those young people whom you normally see on the Doordarshan whenever a launch takes place. For all of us who are in the activity of rocketry, getting into Sriharikota for a launch is like a student getting into an examination hall. We have a job to do there. Unlike in an examination where we can prepare and write the answer properly, here there are several uncertainties, like what we saw recently, like we saw several other occasions, like we saw for the GSLVs. The difference between the success and failure is very, very thin. And when we took up this Mars orbiter mission, the difference between in national fame and shame was again very, very thin. Among all other considerations that we had for this mission, this also was at the back of our minds. We had to do it. And for us, whether it is Professor U.R. Rao or Professor Yashpal, or even the youngest scientist, it was a once-in-lifetime opportunity. And that is the passion with which the people did that. Thousands of people. And many thousands of people who were with ISRO from the 60s, they put this foundation. So I dedicate all these good words to all the members of that ISRO family. And ISRO is a true example of the word team excellence. Why ISRO performs? It's because it's a teamwork. We are clear about the goals. All are clear about the goals. And they all strive day and night to achieve that. In success, in failure, they are together. Without pointing fingers at anybody. Then this is the secret of ISRO. Apart from all the technical competence, men, machine, all that go together. So this is one of such examples that we have done. There were several things in the past, starting with Aryabhatta. And many more are in store, which our young leaders will bring to the forefront and make this nation great. My book was written in 2015-16 period, soon after I retired. I was really amazed to see the Facebook post of Vinod Mangara one day about whatever he told. And then we decided that yes, we should get into it. And then rightly he chose Sanskrit. And that gives the speciality for this to be told to the world by India. And that makes this film unique. And looking at this one, I can say he has done real justice to the technical content of this mission. I never felt an important thing is missing from here. And this is a message not only for the children of this country, but for many others. And if you really ask me what portion of this movie I liked, it is the first one, that boy coming with a weed in the paddy fields. In fact, my grandson asked me why you didn't have clothes in those days when he saw the draft of this. The message is anyone in this country who has the will, determination, can do that. This is the message what we know that's brought to this. And I should also thank Anup. Rarely you see people who will be willing to invest their hard earned money on this kind of scientific Sanskrit pursuits. But he has done that, and we are only going to see the impact of it in the world cinema. So, thank you for this great evening. Thank all of you for coming together and giving encouragement to all of us. And again, to all my ISRO colleagues who are present here and who are going to see this and who are going to make greater things for the nation, wish you all the best. And thank you for this opportunity.
Basically, for me to compose these things, how to think, suddenly I got an impression that 2 days, 3 days, how do you make this? So much effort has gone in, years together. So that's how I started, got his number, Dr. Vinod Mangara and Anup. Actually, it was we instantly got hit because in ISRO, once a decision is on, yes, how to go about, and already a very good content is available. And we started putting things. So naturally we go overboard, we see that we make everything in the detailing. And finally, along with we discussed with our ISRO fraternity, and we are able to make sure that they are able to, the crew able to take the films, whichever is required, to depict the intricacies of finer details. That's what I was looking for in the movie. Some of the finer details was captured very nicely as you're passing by. I thank you for that kind of decision because it also gives me a lot of insight how to do our own documentary in ISRO to do that, some of the shots. In this Mars mission, what for me is an inspiration is, as a young engineer, because I was doing all the payloads for the Mars orbiters of the structural areas. The fortitude and the sense of commitment and leading the team in midst of various difficult things that was going in JSO and to take a mental courage, to repose faith in the entire team by our beloved Dr. K. Radhakrishnan sir, to show that we will make sure that this is once in a lifetime opportunity and make that we will meet the deadline. It shows what courage and what mental fortitude and what commitment he has and the belief he had. Actually, even the one's lifetime of thanks giving him will not be enough for doing that, to take this decision to go for a Mars mission in midst of this, so many developments that was going, that we have to take care of GSLV, there are so many missions. I thank personally and on behalf of ISRO that he gives a big standing ovation for him to make that decision and make such a successful thing. I request you to give me a very standing ovation for that making, because that is what makes our life. As rightly pointed by all the previous speakers, eminent speakers, including Dr. Vinod Mangara, that how do we do this, how they do this, it's a culture which has been groomed. Basically, when I was thinking first time when Radhakrishnan was telling me, I made some remarks in some of this one. Like I'm a very impetuous person. Many people knows me. I was doing this. He waited for that everybody to go by. Whether he remembers or not, I don't know. He wait. Always, every minute, looking at things. Never be very cynic. Just give space for others and do and look at it and understand why the other person wants what he wants. Actually, that's the time when I started looking. Whenever I was looking, not only one side, there are many angles and many views. So that's one of the development which he imposed on me, implanted in my career growth and as a human being also, how to look at things in a different perspective, because same area, many people have different perspective on it. on that. And that's what makes you a little more mature to deal with things. Always I'll be thankful to you, sir, for that doing that work. So coming, it's a very great opportunity to see such a movie done in Sanskrit. I salute Mr. Dr. Anup to do this such kind of work, which will always make, because it doesn't be done by easily. It is not easy to just make that content available and make sure that it comes in as a package. Wonderful. I think we will make sure that this has to be shown to many people, students and communities, and also to make sure that they see this, get encouraged by the way of narrations, and we will be always thankful to you for making such a story to be shown to the world. I wish all the success for the film to go and the documentary to go well in the coming years. Thank you once again.
Bringing out this movie, let everybody enjoy it and also support the Indian Space Research Organization and the Department of Space and government for the people support that is available to all of us. Thank you so much.
Sir, Sanskrit movie first time in the world?
No, it's not the first time movie of a Sanskrit. This is first time a science movie is made in Sanskrit.
Your feelings, sir?
I'm feeling very happy. You not feeling after seeing the movie? All of us feel very proud and happy about what we have done.
Sanskrit is some slogan you were telling the state.
There are many books in Sanskrit which handle scientific work. See, probably you know Charaka Samhita is a movie, is a Sanskrit book work on our healthcare. How do you handle diseases and how to cure? There are books written on metallurgy, how to process metals. And there are books on philosophy. We have books of like Vedas which handle so many other finer aspects of human evolution. The questions that we asked on the creation of the universe, how it all came about. All these are addressed in some of the books like Surya Siddhanta. Surya Siddhanta is one of the scientific work which we have done. Unfortunately, it didn't ever become popular. And it went to the hands of the Westerners later. This book deals with the solar system. It talks about sun, the planets around sun, and the periodicity of the motion around sun. It also talks about Earth as a spherical body. It talks about gravity. Many other scientific knowledge that we thought that it came only in the last century were really there thousands of years back in this country.